3, 2. So I started the game in December 2017. I didn't take the game seriously at all. I played super casual. And what I did was I was around level 30 or something, and decided to look up my first Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes YouTube video. I looked up the video, and the video that I ran across first was Sir George's Games Wampinator video. Now, if you're not familiar with Sir George's Games, he's probably the nicest content creator you're ever going to run into. He just a super genuine, nice guy, will never say anything bad about anybody, and makes good high-tier content. Now, I hadn't been familiar with Star Wars at all when I ran across him, and it completely blew my mind as a noob seeing a person with all of these insane characters soloing what, in my opinion, was the hardest thing in the game at the time, which was the tank raid. This is before heroic Sith raid and all that, and it blew my mind. And that video in particular, I blame a ton for making me really fall in love with the game, because I saw this whole other side of the game, this high-tier theory crafting, and that video in particular, just for whatever reason, really struck a chord with me. Plus, the team itself was so fascinating, the way with the Zayler lead and Wampa. So, right when I saw that video, I told myself that the first thing I'm going to do in this game is work towards that team. As time went on, other things came out. JTR, was released. Night Sisters were doing good in Heroic Sith. Traya came out. Padme, Darth. All these things kept coming. And in the back of my mind, for over a year now, I've been thinking, man, I really wish that I had the Zeta on Wampa and Vader, just because it's like, that was my original goal. That's what I wanted. And I don't know why I decided to let efficiency take over what I've been working for almost a year. But when I got the team and I got all the pieces, I never went for it. I never put the Zetas on, because if you follow me particularly closely, you'll know when I do roster reviews on live streams, the things that I tend to be the most critical about, if people are asking for like a critical roster review, is Zetas, because I believe that Zetas are one of the most important decisions you can ever make. And I've been, especially if you're a newer player going into the game and you're particularly trying to place your Zetas in the most optimal place to gain as much benefit as you can. And I think that's completely correct. However, the problem for me in particular was, because I chose to do this, and I was, one, spending money, so I'm getting the newer teams, and two, going for the utmost competitive, I never gave myself the chance to play the team that actually made me fall in love with Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. And that's my fault. I can't blame anyone for that. The content's still there. I just never went and did it. The content that made me love the game is still there. I never went and did it. So this video is me doing two things. One, going back and giving the previous version of myself, who promised myself I'm going to do the Wampinator team, I'm going to commit to that. The other thing this is doing is making myself realize that if you want to enjoy this game for however long we have the game, you need to completely forsake the idea of being better than the next person in the game in order to get your enjoyment. That's for me, personally. If you are a competitive player and that's where you get your theory crafting, analytical, if that's you, God bless you. That was me just a couple months ago. I totally understand. There's nothing wrong with that. But for me, in order for me to enjoy the game, I am now going to focus on having fun and allowing myself to work on the teams I want to work on. I know that's a weird concept, especially from someone who tends to try to push the concept of maximizing your roster so that the lower tier, stuff is accumulated quicker. But in all honesty, I'm past chasing goalposts. And I'm past trying to be better than my next Star Wars brethren. And currently, my stage of Star Wars Galaxy Heroes experience is I'm going to go back and work on the stuff I've always wanted to work on. So that's a long-winded way of essentially explaining what this video is about. And this video is going to have no ads, not monetized, because this is about just trying to enjoy the game. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to put my money where my mouth is, and we're going to go to Vader. And we're going to put on the Zeta leadership, okay? This is essentially a bad Zeta, but I don't care. I want to do the team that I promised myself. So this is a shout out to my boy Sir George's out there. Bro, I love you. We all can't wait to see what else you got. And both of these Zetas that could have gone in Brood Alpha or somebody top tier, it's done. This is what I want to work on. I've made my decision. This is what I want to have fun doing. So tonight, the raid is being released in 4 hours from the posting, or probably more like 3 hours by the time I edit it down and, processes. It will be at exactly 7 p.m. Pacific is when it opens. And I have put up a live stream. You can go ahead and click set a reminder if you would like to join that live stream, because I'm going to do this live. I'm going to clear this live. Interact with the people that made the channel great, have a chance to talk with y'all, and hopefully complete the Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes goal that I've really had essentially since day one. So I'm very excited for this. And the other thing I want to mention too is this Wampanator thing is one thing, but the next thing I'm going to do is I'm working on the teams I want to work on. So Geonosians are currently my number one. I mean, obviously I just dropped Zavis on the other team, but Geonosians are getting worked on. I've been farming Jawas because of the counter for the Geonosians. Plus, I made the Jawa meme video that no one watched, but I think they're hilarious. I'm going to work on Jawas because I want to, and I'm going to go work on the Tuskens. I want to join the Boyers with Tuskens, so I've been kind of farming Shaman a little bit. I'm working towards the fun teams. I'm going to do me from now on in this game, and we're going to have fun on this channel with the game from now on. So that's what's up, boys. Shout out again to Sir George's Games. Man, I hope you make it by to watch the Wampanator team, because I'm going to try to do it, baby. All right, guys, I love y'all. Thanks for watching this video, and I hope to see you on the live stream for the completion of the Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes dream for me. Cheers.